Good afternoon, Pisces ladies, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is to just go on and give you your end of year fertility reading, okay? And I've decided to use my Lenormand's deck to illustrate this reading to you, as well as using a few other oracle cards that I feel will kind of add value to your situation here, okay? As usual, as we go through this reading, please go on and just like and share if it resonates with you, and keep in mind, remember to subscribe, okay? So let's go on and get started with me making a few general observations, and then we'll just go on and get right on into your reading here. I'm seeing here that it seems that for some of you, you already may already have an unruly or difficult type child, or I'm seeing a very attention seeking child, even potentially a dangerous child that I'm kind of seeing here. I'm also seeing that you may be even dealing with, it looks like perhaps a short, immature male with kids, I'm kind of getting here. Or you're having a child. Having a child might even mark a new beginning with you and this person, I'm kind of getting. Okay? It looks like you're going to be having a very strong child on here. And I feel that some of you might even want to work with kids, or you may already be doing so. Okay, and I see some type of a new job or a new beginning that seems to be coming up for you guys. But this child is going to be a bit robust, I'm kind of feeling. I'm kind of also seeing that some of you may have already gotten an abortion, or you may have had a surgery, or your child may have been a bit sick or needy, and he or she may have had to have a surgery on them. Okay, I'm also seeing potential that a child may that you have might even be suffering from a toothache for some of you. Okay, I'm also seeing a new contact or an alliance that seems to be coming towards you guys. Like a small contract, and particularly for those of you that who are contemplating an adoption, or kind of pursuing, adoption procedures. I'm kind of seeing some type of small contract being drawn up, you know, for that situation, okay? And I'm seeing a lot of news, a lot of fresh starts, even a birth announcement, you know. But there seems to be a small obstacle or challenge that seems to be ahead for you guys, and I think that the child that you have appears to me to be a little bit, you know, autistic. I'm kind of getting, okay. I'm also getting the sense that you guys might be even decorating, or you may be trying to move forward towards a new house. I'm seeing something connected with real estate, that seems to be coming up. Okay, so let's dive right on into your reading and see why some of these observations might kind of pan out here. Okay, let's just look at your bottom card here. We have the mice here. Okay, and this card shows that many of you have been, or you will be under a lot of stress for the rest of this year relating to this situation. And uncertainty is going to be at work here. Particularly in your relationships, even your health. I'm feeling that, all a lot of anxiety here that I'm kind of getting, a lot of worries and frustration that you're going to be feeling, and even to the point of self sabotaging yourself. I'm also seeing a bit of weight loss, you know, and it seems that with this card, ladies, you're kind of missing here. What this card is kind of suggesting is that many of you might even, in fact, missing the big picture here when you're kind of seeing that card here. And I'm really getting a strong sense that, because this card is kind of all about chewing and killing your confidence, and something you seem to be not doing a good job at managing something. I'm feeling this card is kind of connected with Saturn, so you're always on edge. I'm kind of getting with this card, and perhaps there might even be a health issue that might have gone unnoticed, you know. But this card is kind of telling you really to kind of let go and let God. And many of you seem to, I'm kind of getting here, or you will find that you have some type of a vitamin deficiency. Could be vitamin D, because infertility might be even attributed to some type of polycystic ovarian syndrome. I'm kind of getting, you know. You might want to increase your iodine here, you know. particularly if your age ranges between 20 and 39. And I'm also feeling a sense that you may want to try to increase your calcium, your iron, your vitamin B12, including, ladies, your folic acid, B9. I'm kind of getting that. Some of you kind of need to be doing here. Okay? So let's move right along here and just, kind of see what we're kind of having here. I'm just going to look at the cards that falls in your past, or your current situation, or what you're dealing with, or what you're soon to be dealing with here. Okay, so we have the snake there. So that certainly shows that a previous problem here, because we have that snake's presence here, but we also have another good card here. We have the sight card, or the sit card, and that kind of denotes a positive change, and it says that, or suggests that some type of a fertility intervention might have been done or will be done to kind of foster pregnancy. So what I'm kind of getting here, either it seems that you guys have been experiencing problems with your tubes, or your umbilical cord, or even perhaps you could have even experienced problems with having that snake here, with an older man, a doctor, or as well as a female. I'm kind of getting here, or it could even represent some type of friend or some type of female here. This seems to be more romantic oriented here. It even shows that I'm kind of getting that another may have even, as I said, wedged his or her way into your situation, which might have maybe contributed to some of the problems and stress that you felt, because I'm kind of seeing an ex more than likely resurfaced here, because you have this dog card, and combining that with that male, that's usually an ex, and these problems were connected again with him. I'm saying, this card also shows that many of you might have contemplated played it kind of having a midwife or a doula to assist, or a healer, or some type of certified professional that I'm kind of getting here in your reading. And you really wanted, ladies and gentlemen, to really have a successful, stable pregnancy here with that anchor card, to carry your embryo to kind of term with little to minimum complications, ladies. And for many of you, you imagine whether you really be healthy enough to kind of endure the pangs of labor, and certainly, ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing here, because you have, the card that falls right next to this card, ladies, is the sit card, and that kind of shows that it's a good presence that you have here, and it shows that some type of medical intervention will be required, or may have been required, and I kind of see that some of you might have, even with having that done, you may have still suffered a miscarriage or an abortion, or some of you might even have a premature birth that you've experienced, or you may have had to kind of undergo some type of incision or surgical procedure. I'm seeing here, quite possible that it was done. Okay. And some of you might have been kind of even put on bed rest with this, but I also really see many of you having or desiring a very close connection here with your child here, because you have the ring symbol here, and the ring is all about bonding, and some of you might have even adopted, or might be in fact in the process thereof, or might even be with even, ladies and gentlemen, with someone who even has kids, that I'm kind of seeing with this card here, So just let's go on and just, look at, really what's your future really is going to bring you here, because these cards here denote the future. Okay? So I feel, this is your significator card here, this child. So we're going to move on to your rider card, which is 1. So I feel that many of you might even receive some long awaited news regarding your situation, or news might be delayed. I'm kind of getting here. But I'm feeling that unfortunately when you do receive it, it doesn't appear to be that positive, here, because you have this mountain card, ladies, and that card always signals some type of difficulty or some type of delay, okay? Or you may not even get a suitable response from what you would want. Perhaps maybe your fertility options may not work the first time around, as it appears there might be a slight blockage somewhere or a problem to your getting pregnant that is kind of unnoticed here, you know. But because you have this letter card here, and because it's so close, I feel many of you attempting to kind of keep abreast on current literature, fertility kind of research, and kind of tracking, your progress here, and keeping, even, a ovulation, type chart here that I'm seeing here with this card, you know, and you are in fact going to be, as a result, redecorating and preparing your house for this child and readying your house, but however, I'm feeling that combining, if I combine this card, the letter, along with, the house card, this says that you're going to soon receive the news that you've been waiting to hear. So even though if things might have didn't go right or might not be working out the way that you would want to because of all this stress and everything that you're going through, you're going to find that things are going to turn in your favor. I'm kind of getting here. And this letter or call or something could come from an older person. I see some of you kind of doing something with real estate, like I said, and I feel that the results, it seems, are going to be connected with either tests or prescriptions or either scans or x-rays that you might have been kind of given. And even some of you're going to hear from, I see you doing something with your insurance provider, as well too, that when I'm seeing this card there. Okay, so let's get right along into your oracle cards here, just to give you a bit more part and advice into your situation. You have the unicorn there. So we all know that the unicorn is a very, very magical creature. It's very pure, is an enchanted type creature that's very proud, and it's very courageous, ladies and gentlemen. So this card is all about hope and possibility. Okay? So it's asking you to recapture that spirit within yourself and try to avoid being, riddled by all of these harsh realities that tend to crop up, throughout our lives. Just know that everything is going to work out the way that you would want it to work out, but you have to allow it to work out in God's timing here. Okay? And then you have the card that sits right next to it, which is also a fairly decent card here. You have this silver box here. And this card is usually all about intuition and kind of illusion. So sometimes when we kind of imagine things, we tend to lose focus, okay? So much has really been going on in your life here when you're seeing this mice card here. A lot of stress and a lot of aggravation, okay? And this card is kind of asking you to clear the clutter out of your life and just let things be as they are, and stop allowing your mind to work overtime, okay? Try to hold on to positive things and use your intuitions to know that things are going to be just right. And I'm also feeling a very strong indication that a lot of you might really need to forgive. Okay, it's something that you really need to. It could be someone, or it could be something that has been going on in your life that you need to be forgive. You need to forgive them. There's feeling a lot of anger that perhaps might be going on in your side of you, and forgiveness is a great healer. Okay, so Pisces, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. I look forward to hearing your comments. Please again subscribe, like, and share. And if you need a personalized reading from me, you can certainly contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. Do enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.